Paramount presents Bringing Out the Dead 4K UHD and Blu-ray unboxing and review.
The California Klaus Kinski, and I said, well, I am the California Klaus Kinski.
Paramount presents Bringing Out the Dead 4K UHD and Blu-ray unboxing and review. After waiting decades, this Martin Scorsese undervalued masterpiece is finally coming to Blu-ray and high-def 4K disc to help complete your Martin Scorsese collection and or the never-ending titles for your Nic Cage collection. "25 years ago, legendary director Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon, re-teamed with screenwriter Paul Schrader, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, for one of their most compelling gems of their storied careers, Bringing Out the Dead. Nic Cage is Frank Pierce, a paramedic on the brink of madness. Patricia Arquette is the daughter of a man Frank tried to save. Together, they'll need to confront the ghosts of the past to discover redemption among the living. The powerhouse supporting cast includes John Goodman, Ving Rhames, Mark Anthony, and Tom Sizemore. The package includes featuring all-new interviews with Scorsese and Cage. This must-have limited edition Paramount Presents marks the movie's debut on both Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD, remastered from a new transfer of the original camera negative. The art is quite interesting, and the 4K disc packaging is great, with pictures behind the discs, with a quote by Martin Scorsese. "I had imagined the film seen through the eyes of Frank, to create a kind of impression of what his world is like and how he perceived the world." Also included is a poster based on the film's original one-sheet. The film. One word, underrated. It's an underrated Paul Schrader script. It's a very underrated Martin Scorsese film, being one of his more different films. And an underrated Nic Cage lead in a film with an introspective performance with swift bursts of anarchy.
You'd fire me if I came in late again. You swore.
I'll fire you tomorrow.
And as much as a supporting role to the many great supporting characters.
Get me.
41st and 8th. Blast off!
The extras. Filmmaker's focus. Martin Scorsese on Bringing Out the Dead. A rumination on salvation. Nic Cage on Bringing Out the Dead. Cemetery Streets. Screenwriter Paul Schrader on Bringing Out the Dead. City of Ghosts. Cinematographer Robert Richardson on Bringing Out the Dead. On set with Patricia Arquette. On set with John Goodman. On set with Ving Rhames. On set with Mark Anthony. Exclusive cast and crew interviews. Theatrical trailer number 2.
Too young?
6 too young is here, baby. And I'ma take care of you.
Thursday started out with a bang. Heat, humidity, moonlight, all the elements in place for a long weekend. I was good at my job. There were periods when my hands moved with the speed and skill beyond me.
How long have you been doing this?
5 years.
Wow, you must have seen some things, huh?
But in the last year, I'd started to lose that control.
I've been seeing the ghosts.
You ever notice people who see things are always crazy?
I just needed a few slow nights, followed by a couple of days off.
There's a double shooting, 41st and 8th.
What happened to chest pain, difficulty breathing, fractured hands?
Don't even slow down, just keep on moving.
Nobody loves me, Chris.
You have the power, Jesus, to spare this worthless man. Rise up! I'll be begging!
Damn, you guys are good.
I'm on my way out. Anytime now.
Nobody gets fired, son. Look at me.
You swore that you'd fire me if I came in late again. You swore.
I'll fire you tomorrow.
Old man's a bus driver, and mom a nurse. Sort of born to it, I guess.
Rule number 1, don't get involved with patients' daughters, you understand?
Our mission to save lives. Blast off!
Help others and you help yourself. That was my motto. I understood how crazy it was to think this way. But then, something good will happen. Everything just glows.
Here's to the greatest job in the world.
Frank! Are you okay?
Never felt better in my life. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
In the special feature, A Rumination on Salvation, features a recent interview with Nic Cage.
I was someone that was transported by Taxi Driver, by Raging Bull in high school, by Goodfellas, Cape Fear, King of Comedy. These movies made me want to continue on my path to be a screen actor. So when he did invite me, it was a dream, literally a dream come true. And I said yes immediately. He said later during the shoot, well, you know, I hired you because your uncle wanted me to, he said, Nicky wants to work with you, you got to cast him.
Nic Cage gives much praise to Martin Scorsese, calling him a purveyor of cinema. Cage talks about how it was Paul Schrader who had given him notes, not Marty. Nicholas talks about the film being a flip side to Taxi Driver, like Travis's moments of intense quietude and introspection. Nicholas says the part of Frank is a manic, absurd comedy explosion.
Well, you know...
Are you okay?
Never felt better in my life. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
And that's why I think I was the right actor for the part. Nic Cage speaks of a real ride on an ambulance through Hell's Kitchen with nothing really too crazy happening. Cage speaks that Frank, at his core, is hopeless. He said the humor the drivers have invented is their brand of comedy that they use to cope with the everyday situations of the job.
Jesus, to spare this worthless man. Rise up! I'll be begging!
Damn, you guys are good.
Nic Cage gives a lot of accolades to Ving Rhames and his enthusiastic performance.
I'm on my way out. Anytime now.
Nobody gets fired, son. Look at me.
In the film, Frank tells the story of a lady who jumped off a cliff and the wind blew her back up. Ving responds, "It's Jesus." Cage says, "Well, it was the wind too." This was a real conversation between the two actors that Martin Scorsese overheard and said it was going to be in the film. Nic Cage reveals that he thinks the real star of the movie is Bob Richardson, cinematographer, and exclaims that he is hands down the best he's ever worked with. Cage says it was strange to do the line delivery backwards. He also said that it's his favorite scene in any Martin Scorsese film because he'd never seen it in another Martin Scorsese film. Nicholas calls Bringing Out the Dead one of the best Scorsese films for being different than most of his output.
You're in the stomach. Sure?
You're in the stomach again. You're in the stomach again. Let me try.
One more time.
Rose.
Huh?
My name. Rose.
Stomach again.
No way!
No pulse. Let me try.
Nicholas has said it was a misunderstood film and that it's a character study. He believes that at this time he was known as an action-adventure actor and the film was sold as such, and that's what he means by misunderstood. In closing, Nicolas Cage said that Bringing Out the Dead is a movie that stays with him. This was a great interview with lots of Nicolas Cage insights. Verdict: to finally own a physical copy of this film instead of paying ludicrous amounts for a used DVD is well worth it. The bad: I did not get a reproduction poster.
Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to California Nosferatu for more Nicolas Cage content.